Hey guys, this is Annie Noodle, and I was gonna record this intro yesterday, but I didn't. And so then this thing happened where I look like Sid the Sloth, and now this is here as our special guest, and it will probably stay for a really long time because I'm really lazy about getting new glasses. Yeah, so let's go paint a dragon. Okay.
Okay, so first thing, we start off using Sarah Renee Clark's Color Cube Volume 2. And so her color cubes are way more organized than I felt like being. Um, they come with like digital copies. You can like search for various key terms and colors and etc. And I'm like, there's a kitty. I just wanted to dig through and look at things with my physical hands. Yeah, sometimes you just don't want to use the easy way. Or the easy way doesn't seem easy. Anyways, so I knew that I wanted something kind of tropical looking, and I knew I wanted green, and so I spent some fun times digging through here. And yeah, the ones on the left are the ones that I was like, that could work. And then that giant pile is ones that I knew wouldn't. These are the last two contenders. Let me know which one you would have picked. I went with that one. And there's our dragon guy. He's waiting for paint. And so then I go into my closet of magical paint things, and I find the paints that match as close as we can get them, which, I mean, it's never as close as I want, but it'll work. So these paints are my favorite acrylic paints, which is Turner Acryl Gouache. I love these paints. They make me happy. And I decided to be a little bit brave and try to do a little bit of a color gradient for the background. I feel like I've been getting better about making actual backgrounds instead of just like blobbing colors in, because I just really want to paint the main character and nothing else. But for this one, I just wanted a kind of sky-y, bluish color because I wanted all the attention focused on the dragon and his little bird friends. And I did name this piece something to the effect of the return of the birds. So I like to think that this is a spring piece for me. The birds are coming back, and they are coming back in Minnesota right now. So, I mean, we have winter birds, obviously. Well, I mean, it might not be obvious to you because if you're not from Minnesota, you're just like, oh, everything dies there in the winter. Yeah, it doesn't. Somehow things live outside here in the winter. Yeah. So, part of the process of painting this was me painting the background about 5 billion times not because the gradients were off, but because I would paint and then I'd like paint a little bit of a dot and then it wouldn't dry the same color. And then I'd be like, ugh, and then I'd have to repaint it. And I also painted the sides. Yeah, and then another time I had to repaint it because my cats decided to claw it. I don't know why. They were probably chasing a bug. I don't know, man. There is some footage of that, so when you see that, you'll be like, oh, that's why she's showing me that. I am using for my Stay Wet palette a random tin that says greetings from Germany that I got for free at a garage sale. And it is garage sale season again, my friends. So we'll see if we can put together some vintage garage sale art hauls of some supplies I find. We'll see. Apparently, there is a 100-mile garage sale happening this upcoming weekend. Ooh, we're upside down now. So we'll see what we find there. I'm really looking forward to it. We went garage sailing last weekend and I found a few things, mostly fabric, as far as art supplies go. And then I found a vintage handmade potato bin, which is cool because right now my potatoes just live on my kitchen floor. So now they get to have an actual thing to sit in. So this painting, I definitely spent the entire process thinking I'm not really sure that I picked the right colors. Maybe I'm not putting enough contrast in, and that's something I really struggle with. But I really thought about these colors and where I was going to use them in the piece, and I wanted the birds to be really vibrant, and I wanted that dragon to be a ridiculous green, and he is. And then I just wanted to put some outlines in, and I wanted him to be a little bit more subtle. And you'll see eventually. So you'll have to let me know what you think. But I still, when I look at the finished painting, I'm still like, gosh, did I make the right decision? But I think I did. I think I like how he turned out. Yeah. I still haven't, what's that word? When you coat him with something? Varnish. I haven't varnished the finished dude. He is sneakily hiding up in my other finished paintings, waiting for me to pay attention to him. But I'll get there eventually. I think my first event that I'm setting up an art booth at is like at the end of May. So I'm hoping to have a bunch of stuff framed by then and a bunch of new stuff framed by then. Yeah. And now I think this is year 3 of doing art events. Oh, here's kind of like here's where we are sort of thing. And there's what the paint water looks like. I don't know why I think that's so fascinating, but it always is to me. Yeah. And when I do that little pan to the paint water, that means it's the end of the day for me and I'm taking a break. So this is the next day of painting. But yeah, so I think my first art event of the season is coming up at the end of May. And I want to get some new paintings set up and ready for that. And I was thinking about getting a new tent because it's my 3rd year of doing this. And I mean, the tent that I'm using right now doesn't have walls. It's really just like kind of a hangout with my friends in my backyard tent that like my friend is borrowing to me until there we go. See that? That is the look of naughty kitty butts. That is what that is. Naughty kitty butts. Yeah. They're all 3 in the room with me right now. We had some severe weather, and I think that the sound of thunder freaks them out. And the tornado siren definitely freaks them out. And now they're all just hanging out with me, being adorable, while I'm trying to get work done. And for once, they're all just sleeping. They're not bugging me. I mean, Tiny's over there taking a bath. So, I don't want to jinx it. I'm just going to hope that they keep behaving. So, what I'm doing right now in the painting is pushing that back wing back a little farther by using a more blue colored green so that it looks like it's sitting behind the other wing. That's what we artists call fancy technical stuff. Yeah, artists get very fancy sometimes, and it's a hard thing to live with, but we're very fancy people. So this painting was a sketch that I did, geez, it was a while ago. And then I was like, yeah, nobody really wants that. I wanted it, so I did it. And now I'm painting the tail so that it's a little bit of a more blue-green, so it sits behind. Yeah, anyways, you know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean. So, oh yeah, I'm just doing the same thing here. I love little, I suppose they're probably scales, but I call them chin hairs on his little chin. I think they're adorable. Yeah. So, upcoming videos. I have a vlog I'm working on. I have a kind of what is the meaning of art I'm working on. I have a kind of working on my giant ridiculous tortoise. Yeah. Yeah, what do you guys want to see? Are you just along for the ride and like whatever I end up doing, you're like, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Just let me know if you have opinions. So here I'm painting the horns, and I wanted them to be yellow, which, I mean, if I would have realized that earlier, I wouldn't have had to try to paint over the green, but that's okay. Yellow, it is really hard to coat things with yellow. It is a pain. But it looked a little streaky when it was done, but I actually don't mind it looking streaky. It kind of makes it look, horns kind of get that kind of streaky look to them. So, yeah, I don't mind it. I'm going through and putting in some lines. So, is anybody else just really exhausted right now? I'm not talking about politics. Oh, there's my meow meow. But, man, I am exhausted. And, yeah, it is because of politics. But I am, again, this is an art channel. And I just wanted to, say, I'm tired. How are you guys doing out there? I feel like everybody's really tired right now. So it's been hard to get motivated to do art stuff. And it's been hard for me to get motivated to do my running. I have not run in 2 weeks now. Yeah. And I'm supposed to get my, I signed up for a virtual half marathon because I couldn't make it to the real life event. So I switched it to a virtual one. And yeah, I'm supposed to get that done by the end of May and get that result set in. And I'm like, man, I don't know if I can do 13 miles right now. I am so exhausted and yeah, I'm tired. So I'm doing more lines here. More lines. Oh, here's some storm footage. Yeah. Sorry to interrupt the ASMR storm sounds, but I just wanted you to see these adorable little cat prints because my cat decided to walk through my paint. But yeah, this is what the storm was like the other day. And this was from the storm today, this afternoon, just a couple hours ago while I was trying to get this video edited. And just so you know, yes, it is a Midwestern tradition that if the storm siren goes off, you go stand outside and see what's going on. It's what we do. Meow Meow is sleeping next to me, and he heard the storm siren again and was like, what is that? This dragon does not have a name, just so you know. I didn't think to name him. So if you think you should have a name, let me know in the comments, and I will tell him his name. That seems like a really weird way to do things, but it seems like he should tell me his name. But he didn't, so maybe he told one of you guys and not me. That's very possible. I am distracted by a lot of things lately, so I might have missed it when he told me, so maybe he's going to tell you his name instead of me. So you can kind of see the gradient in the back, and I think I went over it again after this because I think it looks a little bit better when I'm finished. It's not perfect, but I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. And now I'm putting in dots, cute little dragon dots. My dragons apparently don't have scales very often, but they do tend to have little dots and little spirals on them. I don't know why exactly my dragons don't. Maybe it's because I always think of salamanders when I think of dragons more than kind of like iguanas. But sometimes I think of tortoises, their front feet have all those cool spikes and things. Those are fun. Anyways, so this dragon at least does not seem to have scales so much as skin that has cool dots and patterns on it. I hope the birds don't hurt him. It seems like he would tell them if they did. In other news, I have been working on my coloring book. I have 7 pages done, and in case you're wondering, that's the number of pages I have had done for months now. But I have new sketches done for new pages. So I've actually been doing math and stuff, and I think I need to get 4 pages a week done if I want to get it out when I promised myself I would get it out by. I think that sentence took a wrong turn, but you guys know what I mean. So yeah, I want to get it sent to the printer by the end of June, because I'm going to print this. It's getting printed. It's going to be a physical thing with my dragon coloring book pages in it. So yeah, and I will talk more about that as I get closer to being done. But I wanted to have like, I don't know, 25 or 30 pages, like nothing gigantic, because I want it to be affordable, especially this year, because I think affording things is going to be hard for all of us. Yeah. Yeah. The place that I work, this is one of the reasons I am not having a great week. The place I work just laid off like 30 people, which is sad and scary. I did not get laid off. I am extremely blessed and I still have a job. But 30 people got laid off. And that is a big, scary, sad thing. Yeah. All right. So we are quickly coming up on the end of the video. So you can see the dragon. I am actually really happy with how he turned out. And all of his little birb friends who have glowing yellow eyes. It might be kind of creepy, but I like them anyways. And then if you have stuck around this long, here's a little bit of a bonus for you, where you get to see yet another place that my cat stomped around with a paw full of green paint. All right, see you guys soon. Bye.